Hey guys, I would say I just got back from the gym, but I've actually had tacos. I came home, I got tacos. I made tacos. They were very good. I'm actually a good cook. I don't eat food. I gotta watch how I do this because I showed a lot. I'm sorry about that too. Um, I'm a very good cook. I love cooking. My specialty is Italian. I love Italian food, and I'm actually good at it. Which I watch these people called the channel is called Pasta Grammarly. Oh my God, are they good? I love her. Eva is just insanely good. I wanna learn from her. I watch everything they do, so I hopefully will retain that. And my honeymoon, if I ever find my person again, I want to go to Tuscany. I think that'd be awesome. And I want to take one of those. You can go there, and you can actually take a cooking class at one of the Tuscan. What's the word I'm looking for? Villas. And they have cooking classes, and I'm like, oh, can you imagine learning how to do Italian food in Tuscany, and then coming home and making it, and us sitting there just chit chatting about our days, and I'm like, hey, how do you feel about fettuccine, not Alfredo? Alfredo sauce is American, it's not Italian. But fettuccine. Make something interesting. And we just sit there and I'm working away in the kitchen, and you're sitting on the countertop or at the counter and just us talking. I think that would be fun. So that's not what I'm here for. Although, just wandering off is pretty much my shtick. What I want to talk about today is something that funny happens. English. Speech impediment. There was something that really interesting that happened to me. And so my major was history, and my minor was anthropology. And so you could do cultural or you could do physical. Physical anthropology is like digging stuff up and how humans developed. Cultural anthropology is how cultures are, it's a study of how cultures are, probably the best way to put that. So my oddity was my minor was in both. It was equal. I made sure it was equal because I actually was on an archaeological dig. There's a lot of things people don't know about me. I am give me a second. This is I wrote poetry and it was published. So your boy here is not exactly uncultured and not exactly one-dimensional or two-dimensional or three-dimensional or four-dimensional. I have so many facets, it's weird. And that freaks people out, so I apologize. This is not my attempt to drive you off. So, going back to our anthropology, I'm at the bar in Greg's in Indianapolis. Sorry, this is happening again. And I had read this article, and they were talking about how the first thing people notice about you are your shoes. No shoes. Just FYI. So I walk in, and I'm like, I processed it, but I was like, that's not a thing. Walk in, and I look down. And everybody's wearing white or black shoes. I mean, everybody. Every person there was wearing white or black. And I paid attention to this. And so my buddies show up that I met there. They're really cool guys. I'm not going to name them out. Possibly because I can't remember their names right off the top of my head. But it's okay. I'm horrible with names. I know Nick. That's a good name. And, anyway. So let's go back. I'm looking down, I see this thing, and in walks my buddies. And I'm like, hey guys. And I look at their shoes, and one's wearing like a light blue with something on it, some kind of, not a pattern on it, light blue with a white pattern on it. And the other guy's wearing brown shoes. And I'm wearing red Vans. Red Vans. And I'm wearing red Vans because also I read that the first color a man notices when he scans a room is the color red. So, this guy has red shoes, which is the first thing you notice about a person subconsciously, and the first color that a man will notice when he walks into a room. And guess where that got me? But it's okay. It's okay. It was funny. Most of my stuff is like me like saying, how do I get into the depths of the psychology of people so I can say, I need to make sure I'm front and forward. And obviously I was front and forward with what I was doing, but not enough for anybody to actually want to interact with me. Kind of annoying. So I'm sitting there and I'm talking to my buddies and I'm like, hey, did you notice that everybody here is wearing white and black shoes? And they're like, why is this a thing? And I explained it. And they're like, seriously though, why is this a thing? They look down, they're like, hey, I'm wearing blue shoes. I said, I know. You're from Minnesota. You're from Illinois. I'm from Michigan. Everybody that's from Indiana, and especially Indianapolis, is wearing what? Look. And they're like, huh, wait a minute. That's a thing. I said, it is a thing. So I'm like sitting there and I'm like getting drunk because that's what you do at a bar, you drink. And I'm like, you know what I really want to do is walk up to one of these guys and ask them, why did you pick white shoes? Why did you pick black shoes? Why are you guys all the same? Because for me, that's weird. And nobody else noticed it except me. Because that's me. That's who I am. I watch the world. It's fun and it's annoying at the same time. So I did this a couple times and I finally just rolled my eyes and said, I'm done. I don't care. I go down to Louisville and I walk into the bar and I'm standing there and I do the, what are you all wearing? And they're all different. Every pattern, everything is different. Nobody's wearing white, nobody's wearing black. Everybody's wearing colors, all the colors of the rainbow. And I'm like, these are my people. This is awesome. And I'm wearing red Vans. And this guy is wearing red shoes. And he looks at me and he just kind of gets this big ass grin on his face and he walks over to me. Watch people approach me in Louisville. Do they approach me to date? No, but they approach me. And he walks up to me and he goes, hi. And I said, you're wearing red shoes. He says, so are you. I said, yeah. Did you know? And I went through my spiel. And he's like, I didn't know any of that. That's pretty cool. I said, yeah. He says, I didn't pick these shoes because I thought any of that. And I said, you don't need to. It's not necessary for other people to process things like I do. The fun of all of this is, I get done processing. I'm sorry, I'm like playing with myself because I just love my tummy. I know I bitch about it, but actually it's a nice tummy. There's a lot of muscle here. This guy, I don't know. You might be able to hear that. That's a lot of muscle. Anyway, so yeah, this guy was just like fascinated with my story. I'm going to say fascinated with my story. He was probably just flirting with me. Let's be honest. Nobody finds my stories fascinating. You guys are listening to me because I'm standing here without my shirt on. I fully recognize that. It's all good. I'm just trying to get my message out, which is, what is my message? What am I trying to tell you? The intensity of research that I put into things because I need to understand people. I need to understand why I'm standing here shirtless, trying to talk to y'all, when you probably wouldn't be listening to me if it wasn't for the fact that I wasn't wearing clothes. And I'm good with that. You're listening to me, hopefully. But anyway, with that, I'm going to let you go. Hopefully this was entertaining. And if not, sorry. I'll try better next time. I love you guys. I love you, dude. Have a great night.